Howdy, welcome back to Backroads Country. Last episode we sold off all of our products pretty much. We made 2.5 million, which was a nice amount there. We've got left to sell at peak today. We've got the sunflower oil and the cereal. I've got over 100,000 litres of milk at the cow barn. So we're going to sell off a couple of tankers worth of that as well. It's not at peak, but it's not far off. And we need to get it emptied out anyway. So we'll sell the sunflower oil, the cereal, and a couple of tanker loads of milk. Then we'll skip on to April. All of the fields are limed, manured, mulched, ready for planting. So we're going to get soybeans into every single one of our fields. We've got the clothes to sell off next month. I'm going to lease a second planter. Otherwise it will take ages to get everything planted. I'm going to lease another tractor as well, because I want to get another cut of grass off the grass fields before we get the soybeans in there. So I will plan, AI worker can plan, and then I'll set the AI worker on with mowing and windrowing, and then I can collect it all up in the forage wagon. So total we've got 29 pallets of sunflower oil, 18 pallets of cereal, which is not a bad haul. This is our first lot of cereal that we've ever sold. So I'm quite optimistic here. We're going to get a nice price. Got 11 pallets of clothes in the storage, plus whatever produces for the rest of this month. Maybe another 1, possibly 2 if we're lucky. Just notice this lorry's got 12.5 hours on it, and all we've done with it is cart produce and grain from the field a couple of times. Just goes to show the amount of stuff we've had to sell. 12.5 hours of driving just to sell all of our goods. And we're up. Okay. Moment of truth. Ooh, not bad at all. 587 plus 80, so it's that 650 there or thereabouts. I've got the tanker over there full of milk. We're only going to take it to the cellar. I'll probably get more at the dairy, but I don't want to be driving across the map multiple times. So I'm going to do 3 tankers worth. I have smoothed off this, so it's fairly easy to get up and down it now. I think what I'm going to quickly do is just try and smooth off this a little bit. The problem is it's taking it down. We need to lift it. Nope. Trying to make a bit of a slope. Let's see if that's any better. Yeah, maybe. Better than it was anyway. Okay, 75 grand. Just over, not too bad. Gonna do another 2 loads. I haven't smoothed this side though, so this will be interesting. Yeah, right. Okay, last load of milk. I think we've made just shy of 900 grand. 210 and 590, so that's what? That's 800. Yeah, just over 900 grand. Not bad. Not bad at all. So we'll pass on to April. We will get the clothes sold off. And then it's going to be a case of us starting planting. Fair warn, I'm going to do the full plant in one time lapse. We'll pass on to June, which is the harvest season, and we'll do the full harvest in another time lapse. There's going to be nothing to sell in between now and June, so I don't see the point in you know, just killing time doing across those months. We'll have to spray, but other than that, it's going to be a case of planting and harvesting. So that will just leave us one episode after this. Eggs are full, which will be the final episode of selling things off, and then we can see if we've hit our 10 mil target. And we've lost loads of eggs doing that. Didn't think about that one. That's alright. That is alright. I think the grass is ready. Yep, grass is ready. Okay, so we've got 4, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 and 35 to plant, all with the soybeans. So that is going to be one hell of a plant. Let me just quickly clear these productions, and then we'll get the clothes loaded up and over to sell point. Okay, we've got the Fendt mowing the grass. I've leased the big windrower like we had last time, and I've got the AGCO and an AI worker just driving back from the store with that. We've got 14 pallets of clothes. Should be a nice amount. Whoa, yeah, 720,000 pounds. The clothes really do just bring loads of money. Right, now that's everything sold off. We're at 4 million, just over. Just thinking we'll... I don't think we'll drop below 4 mil after the leasing. We might do. That should just be the AGCO arriving. Yeah, he's there. Great stuff. We're going to have to buy seed. All the fields are, like I said, manured or slurried. And soybeans don't need fertiliser. With precision farming on, so we shouldn't have to buy any liquid fert. This tractor is probably needs topping up with fuel, but it's alright on repair. Right, let's drop this trailer off. Where's the planter? It's there. So I'm going to set this guy going on the biggest field. Field 4, I think it is. I'll go get another tractor. So we've got 80% fertiliser in there. Let's just make sure it's turned off for buying. Turn that off. We want soybeans, please. I'll keep my eye on seed. Maybe I just set it to buy. We'll fill up with fuel. Right, whilst that's filling, we'll rent the other planter. Where are we? Planters. Is it that one? No, that's the 30 mph one. No, they're saying that. 18 meters. So they're all 18 meters. Even the standard one's 18 meters. I'm gonna take the unrealistic one. $25 meter, 30 meter, 40 meter, 50 but Jesus. No, we'll keep it at 18. And we'll just have the unrealistic speed. We'll lease that for 8k. Then we're going to need a tractor, so 200 horsepower. What do we want? We want something that can actually go 30 mph. Yeah, let's go with that. It's one of my favourites is that, to be fair. So we'll lease that, 12 grand. Not too bad. Right, let's set this guy up. Start with the headlands. I just want to see if he uses any fertiliser. Doesn't look like it. He's only done a tiny bit. But we'll come back, we'll keep his eye on it. Like I said, we're probably going to have to set him to buy seed, which is fine. Still over 4 mil. Right, let's get some seed bought. Start off with 3 pallets. Get another one. I want it topped up because we've got a lot of planting to do, so it's going to get used. That'll do, 93%. Right, so we are going to start off on field 18. We'll get that done and then we'll move over to 21, 22, 23. Quick check on the AI, see if he is using any fertiliser. I think he's used 1 litre. Okay. Great stuff. Right, so we're gonna in fact I'll do that now. Do that? No, I'll wait. I'm still gonna lease that land roller. Let's just see how much it is. So the one we've got 9 miles an hour, 27. Oh, yeah. 350 horsepower though. Didn't think about that when I got the dice, did I? Yeah, it's only 247. What about the Land Roller? $275, $350. Yeah, we can. Yeah, because we can. We can use the class, and we can use the Fendt. So we'll. I'll lease the unrealistic one because it's the last time we're going to be planting and rolling. So I haven't used it all series. 6 years worth of planting. Okay, so we're going to do one long time lapse. We're going to get all the fields planted. We're going to get all the fields rolled. We're going to get the grass cut, windrowed and collected. And then we'll bring it back when all of that is complete. So enjoy the time lapse and I will see you soon.
Went down to the river, washed my sins away, and praying, 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 praying for another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. Another nail in my coffin, another nail for me. I gotta look pretty when I go down. Another nail in my coffin, can't you spare one more? I gotta look pretty when I'm knocking down heaven's door. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. Light my cigarette. You ever seen a dead man talking? No, you haven't seen one yet. I'm a dead man walking, 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 I'm a dead man. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. No one seemed to notice as I stared. I went down to that river to wash my sins away. I was thinking of you in that wedding gown. I went down to that water to wash my sins away. The world faded away as I went down, 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 down. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man. I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man walking, I'm a dead man.
Right, just finishing off this last piece on the final field. 9 fields planted and rolled. Didn't think that was too bad. We got cosplay going on the forage wagon as well. For some reason, one field it didn't like the way sort of the working lines, so we had to finish it off ourselves. But majority cosplay did, which is very nice. Makes our lives much easier, so we can carry on with what we were doing. This fast roller as well. Wow, just mental. Worlds apart. Such a difference compared to our roller. So let's get it returned anyway. How long did that take us with that? Not even an hour. And we did 8 fields. The majority of the fields. So when is the harvest? Let me just park up here a minute. So soybeans, October. Okay, when is the canola harvested? In August. So we're going to have 3 months to pass by. In that time I'm not going to be doing much, just moving pallets out of productions into the pallet storage, keeping the productions topped off. We've just got these 2 small fields to do. Well, 2 smallish fields. I'm going to have to spray off all the 9 fields we've just planted before then. But that shouldn't take too long with our humongous sprayer. I don't think we've got any produce to sell before we harvest the canola. We probably will do before the soybeans though, in October. I'm tempted to sell off some of the sugarcane. Best time for soybeans is June. So we're going to harvest in October. February. I'm probably going to sell off sunflowers in February as well. September on the butter, which we've got quite a bit of. Oils in November. About sunflower oil. Eggs are October, which is harvest time. We've just done the sunflower oil, haven't we? So March. Okay. So yeah, it's going to be a case now of just passing on to August. And we can get the two canola fields done. I'm thinking, I mean, that took me, what, 2.5 hours real time there or thereabouts to get those 9 fields done. Our harvesters are a smaller working width, I want to say, and they're obviously slower, even than the slower planter, which is 15. I think they're 6 miles an hour, so I don't want to spend 5 or 6 hours real time harvesting those fields on a time lapse. So I think, don't like doing it, but I might have a look at this. The problem with that is it's only 6 meters. Yes, it's 15 miles an hour, but it's only 6 meters. So the only other option we've got is the Colossus. Which is, I don't know what the working speed of it is though. Oh, there, look. 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, 30, 40. Yeah, so, I mean, if we can go 45 miles an hour, on a 50 metre, which is, yeah, we're not going to do, obviously. I think probably 20 mile an hour is our best bet. Well, first off, I suppose. So the harvester can only go 18 miles an hour, so how's it going to work at... Oh, right, okay, you changed the horsepower of it. So I think 20 miles an hour. What is our current header width? 15. What's the planter? Why is it not showing me the working width? 18 metres. So we want round about that probably. 18 metres. With that one for the soybeans. Standard is 16. So 25 metres. 20 mile an hour I think is going to be the best bet. Otherwise it's going to take us, like I say, 5 hours there or thereabouts. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass on now to August. Do we say August? I've forgotten already. For the canola. It is August. And I'll just clear out the productions and move stuff into storage. So I will bring it back when we are ready to harvest the canola. Right, we are into August. The canola's ready to harvest. I've been working the sprayer. Field 4 didn't need spraying because we ploughed that. So we sprayed the 2 canola fields, 18... had a little bit of a moment on 22 for some reason. Nearly done on 23, so I'll carry on with the AI worker. We've leased the harvester. We'll just keep this now until we do the full soybean harvest in 2 months. We'll pay a bit of a cost, but I think it's 6,000 per month. So in the grand scheme of things, an extra 12k on top of what we've just paid is not major. We've hit a snag in the production line, as in our pallet storage is full. So we've literally just got pallets everywhere at this point in time until we can manage to sell some, which I think is next month. For some canola oil, I think. So what I'll do is, I will do the 2 canola fields with this. Won't take us long because we've got the bigger header and the quicker working speed. We'll get that done. I'll skip through then to October, and we'll start on the soybean harvest. It'll just be one big time lapse for you guys because I'll pause it and skip through months. But yeah, I think, you know, we're in a good place. Everything's as it should be. We've got loads of produce to sell again come winter. The harvest won't take long with this piece of kit. Just want to have a quick look at prices, see if there is anything to sell next month. I can't remember. There's that many produce, I keep forgetting what's when. I think it's the canola oil, no, that's November. January. Oh, so the eggs is October. We've got a load of eggs. January. So we can sell off some milk next month. Bottle January. Sugar seems to be at a decent price now. So what I might do to try and empty some of this pallet storage is load up a wagon load of sugar and get that sold. I think sugar's probably the main thing we've got the most of in here. Yeah, we've got 72. So we'll do that quickly. We'll load up a lorry load of sugar, get that salt off, and that frees up some space in the pallet storage to get everything else in. Okay, we've got 66 pallets of sugar in lorry. Cleared a nice bit of space for us at the storage. $141 plus 17, so it's that 158. Yeah, that's gone. I'm going to leave the lorry over here because the eggs go next month and we've got a load of eggs stacked up at the chicken coop. Okay, let's get this harvest on the go. Like I say, I'll do the canola and then I will pass through. I'll pass through to October and start the soybean. So I will see you after we have completed our final harvest. Okay, last little bit from the final field. Even with the Colossus harvester, it still took us a fair bit of time to get all this soybean harvested. So we have currently got 788,000 litres of soybeans. So we're going to be well over the 10 million mark when we come to end the series next episode. Because we've got all the produce to sell. We'll have a year's worth of produce, plus we'll have nearly 800,000 litres of soybean. So yeah, we're going to be well over 10 mil. I'm going to get this back into silo, and then I'm going to sort out all the productions and pass on to what I want to say January time to sell the pallets. So next episode, the final episode of the series, we will sell off all of our produce and see what our final total is. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to help me out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.